Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya. Lessons for Life from Swami Jagadatmananji's inspiring book Learn to Live, Volume 2, Chapter 1, Give Up Worries and Anxieties. Mere knowledge of science and technology does not ensure peace and prosperity. Adherence to moral and spiritual values leads to a peaceful, prosperous society. This important point is discussed in these two episodes, Ultimate Reality and the Savagery of Civilization. The following words of Aldous Huxley in his famous work, Ends and Means, are worth giving attention to. It is in the light of our beliefs about the ultimate nature of reality that we formulate our conceptions of right and wrong. And it is in the light of our conceptions of right and wrong that we frame our conduct, not only in the relations of private life, but also in the sphere of politics and economics. Therefore, far from being irrelevant, our metaphysical beliefs are the finally determining factor in all our actions, the savagery of civilization. Today, in all walks of life, we find the absence of this faith. Not merely lack of faith in God or justice or morality, but lack of faith in one's own self is to be seen everywhere, especially among the educated. Almost all of our national leaders believe that continuous development of science and technology is the means of national progress and strength. Natural inclination and political necessities are drawing our country away from its known tradition. If there were only 3 universities in our country 80 years ago, there may be thousands of them today. Science and technical subjects have taken the pride of place in our system of education. Both boys and girls are attracted to science and technology. Our system of education, concentrating on acquiring knowledge of facts, is unable to produce men of character. The be-all and end-all of our education has come to be regarded as acquiring some skills required to make a living. It does not concern itself with the development of personality as a whole. Improving the standard of life is regarded as increasing the comforts of life or gratifying the baser urges of man. The aim of a young man of modern times is to get a job which involves least exertion and carries maximum emoluments. Many times, going on a strike, students can get examinations postponed. They can get the number of examinations reduced. They can threaten the examiners flashing knives or chains. In some places, examinations have to be conducted under police supervision. Students can obtain ranks by tempting examiners with bribes. Can such students, when they get a degree after this kind of study and get a job, become good citizens of the country with a sense of wisdom, discipline, self-control, and decency? Education without the bridle of discipline and control, without imparting the knowledge of propriety, without loyalty to moral values, can become a wild horse. It can become free to set its feet wherever it likes, to take whatever course it wants to take. As a result, it can resort to self-destructive and socially harmful actions. Indiscipline, restlessness, and misbehavior on a gigantic scale stand testimony to the words above. Leaders who occupy high positions in society, in administration, should be a model to people with their moral fervor. According to the Bhagavad Gita, the common people follow the footsteps of great men. The leader should be a giver. He should be outstanding in the virtue of sacrificing his own good for the sake of the good of the society. But it is our misfortune that many of our political leaders are not those who lead men in the proper path and raise their moral standards. Men who aspire nowadays to become leaders do not care to know anything about the history of the nation, economics, or political science. They are of the view that they do not need any training. Selfishness alone seems to be sufficient. What seems to matter is just the knowledge of the tricks to tempt the voters and to be elected as their representatives. Of the voters, nearly 70% are illiterate, can think only of the immediate convenience, but not of the general welfare of the nation, of the future of the nation as a whole. Politicians know this and are interested in taking advantage of the situation to fulfill their selfish ends. Never before have politicians rejected moral principles as they are doing today. It is necessary to reform this behavior which is harmful to public life, said the President of India many years ago. You can imagine the present day crisis. Today, immorality, graft, black marketing are reigning supreme everywhere. Crimes like murder and robbery are on the increase. Once the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court had said that the ill treatment and exploitation of women is the symptom of unredeemable moral degradation. Then there were only 1,000 policemen in the city of Delhi. Today, the number has risen to many lakhs. But even during daytime, a woman is afraid to walk alone on the Delhi streets. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.